Welcome to the arm shoulder workout today. Our athletes today are Stacy, Ted, and Vivian. Before we get started, let's do a real quick warm-up. Okay, let's start with some jumping jacks, just one set to get your blood flowing. Here we go, on my mark, ready, and begin. Full range of motion jumping jacks here. I want you to focus on getting your arms worked out here, all the way up and all the way down. So this is your arm and shoulder workout, so really focus on coming all the way up, touching your hands, and coming all the way back down and touching your sides. It's only 40 seconds, so stay focused. Big, deep breaths here. We've got 15 seconds left. Get those arms working out, get that blood flowing. Okay, ready and stop. Take a quick break. Okay, we're gonna start with a wide grip push-up today. You're gonna go down to the floor. If you're more comfortable starting off on your knees, that's fine. We would actually recommend that. So if you're comfortable with it, go ahead and go to your toes. Here we go. Ready? And begin. Basic push-up, but you're going to be a little bit wider than usual on this exercise here. Your stomach's got to be real nice and tight. Make sure your low back here doesn't get too arched. So you got to keep your abdomen nice and tight to counteract for your low back. So keep that stomach nice and tight. Stay focused here. It's 40 seconds here. Big deep breaths. You make sure you exhale as you come up. Deep breath on the way down. Exhale on the way up. You've got 10 seconds left. If you ever need to slow down or take a little break in between here, feel free. Go at your comfort level. 2, 1, take a break. Real quick break here. Stretch your arms out. You may want to do some quick circles or stretch your triceps out up over your head. That's completely up to you. Let your heart rate come down a little bit and we'll jump right into the next set. So the whole workout today is just 2 basic sets, 40 seconds each. Okay, here we go. Set number 2. Ready? And begin. Stomach nice and tight. Focus on your core stability here. Don't let your low back drop under. Remember, your hips and everything should go with your shoulders. It should go as one complete piece here. You don't want your hips below your shoulders or even your hips above your shoulders. Everything's got to be a straight line here. If you're doing this on your toes and you're feeling your low back a little bit too much, go right to your knees. Eliminate that and contract your stomach. We've got 12 seconds here. Good job. Big, deep breaths. Stay with me. Excellent. Stomach tight. Okay, 2, 1, take a break. Okay, our next exercise is the bent over row. We're going to do a combination today, a bent over row and a kickback. So grab some light dumbbells, maybe 5s or 8s, and let's get started. So you're starting from a standing position here. You've got your dumbbells in hand. Assume your position for the bent over row. Ready? And begin. So your stomach's nice and tight. You're squeezing your shoulder blades. Bent over row, then kick back. And back down, drop. Bent over row, kick back. So you're squeezing your shoulder blades every single repetition, and then you just extend from the elbow straight back. Now be careful when you come up. Your elbows don't have to come too high. They just go straight back. Come even with your back, and then go straight back with those weights. Focus on your triceps at the end and your upper back in the beginning. So we've got a compound movement here, trying to kill 2 birds with 1 stone, working your upper back and your triceps together. Exhale as you come up, and inhale on the way down. Take a break. Relax a little bit, let those arms loosen up, kind of shake them out a little bit. Let that heart rate come down and we'll jump right back into the next set. Okay, here we go. Bend your hips, push your rear end behind you, ready, and go. Bend over row. Your focus with your center of gravity should be on your heels now. Perfect. Big, deep breaths, keep that stomach nice and tight here. Okay, you've got 20 seconds. Now keep in mind here, you don't have to go the entire 40 seconds. This is the beginner level workout. If you need to stop earlier, feel free and stop. Okay, you've got 10 seconds left. Big, deep breaths, squeeze those shoulder blades, and then extend the elbows back. Okay, and take a break. Good job. Keep your dumbbells. You should be able to use the same dumbbells here. Our next exercise is the basic shoulder press. Now we're going to start from a standing position here with your dumbbells. Here we go. Ready? And begin. So your hips are pushed behind you just a little bit. And you're extending from ear level, straight back up. Ear level, straight back up. Exhale as you push up. Now as you do anything standing, you always want your knees bent a little bit, your hips behind you, and your torso is leaning forward just slightly. You never want to perform this exercise completely straight up. Take the pressure off your low back by leaning into it a little bit. But also, when you lean into it, your weights don't go forward with you. They got to go straight up. Big, deep breath, 6 seconds. Exhale on the way up, go straight up with those weights. 2, 1, take a break. Okay, we're starting to get loaded up on the arms here, so let's take a little break. Relax a little bit, let them loosen up a little bit. We're going to jump right back into that second set. Okay, here we go. And feel free, if you don't want to use these weights and it's a little bit overwhelming, just use your fist. That's not that big a deal. Here we go. Ready? And begin. Hips are behind you, stomach's real tight, go straight up. Another thing we don't want to see is we don't want to see a V when you go up. We want to see straight up with those weights. Full range of motion. Excellent. Big, deep breaths, go straight up. No V involved here. Excellent. We've got 20 seconds left. Good job. Stomach stays tight. Try to angle straight up. Okay, here we go. We got 7 seconds. Stay with it. Focus on the shoulders. You should be feeling the trapezius muscle at the bottom of your neck. Take a break. Now you should be able to keep those same weights. Our next exercise is going to be the bicep curl. So we're going to shift emphasis a little bit off the upper back and the shoulders and go down to the biceps here. Still focused on arms and shoulders. Okay, here we go. Same thing as everything else standing. Knees bent, hips behind you, arms out in front of you. Ready? And begin. So basic bicep curl here. You go all the way down straight. You come all the way up. You don't need to touch your shoulders when you come up. Another focal point here is when you go all the way down straight, don't let your dumbbells hit your thighs. If they hit your thighs, you need to push your elbows forward a little bit, keep them out away from them. I do want you to get all the way down straight though, every time. Exhale as you lift, inhale on the way down. Big deep breaths, and your back is leaning into it. We shouldn't have anybody standing straight up with this movement here. So stay focused on the task here. This is all biceps and a little bit of shoulders. Take a quick break. Good job, guys. Loosen it up a little bit. Let those arms relax. We're going to let the heart rate come down. Okay, here we go. Same concept. Arms out in front of you now. Here we go. Ready? And begin. That's it. Full range of motion. Exhale as you lift. You can accentuate this movement as well by every time you come up to curl in your wrist just a little bit and squeeze the bar of that dumbbell as hard as you can at the top. That'll get your bicep going just a little bit more. Big deep breaths, good job. Keep that center of gravity now on your heels as you're standing, just like anything else you do standing. It's the same position. This is called the power position. You're going to use this for every single standing exercise. Okay, we've got 7 seconds left, guys. Excellent. And take a break. Good job. Now, our next exercise is going to be called the lateral raise. We're going to shift back to the shoulders. So I'd recommend dropping a little bit down on the weights. Grab a little bit lighter weights, or just use your hands. That's not a problem. We're going to do a lateral raise next. Okay, here we go. Standing power position again. Straight up to your sides. And begin. Going shoulder height now. The key here is that hands, elbows, and shoulders should be the same height the whole entire range of motion. You don't want your hands to get higher than your elbows when you're doing this movement. Everything's got to be the same level. So the primary focus here is on your elbows. Your hands will go along for the ride. Focus 100% on those elbows getting shoulder height. Excellent. Your stomach's got to be nice and tight. You want to be leaning into it just a little bit to keep that focus off your back. Okay, you've got 8 seconds left. Here we go. Stomach tight. There's no need to go higher than your shoulders. Stay shoulder height now. Got it. Take a little break. Excellent. Big deep breaths. Let those arms relax for a couple seconds and we'll jump back into it. Now feel free, once again, if you need to pause and take a little extended break in here, feel free to pause the video and stop. Okay, here we go. Set number 2. Ready? And begin. Exhale as you lift. Inhale as you drop. Good breathing. Exhale as you lift. Inhale as you drop. Now every time you lift, I don't want you to lean backwards either. You've got to stay leaning into it. Your torso should stay completely still while you're doing this movement. There should be no movement forward and aft with your upper body. We've got 15 seconds left, guys. Knees are bent a little bit. Use that power position. Excellent. Okay, we've got 8 seconds left. Here we go. Let's finish it up. And take a break. Great job. Okay, our next exercise is going to be the one-arm kickback. So we're going to shift gears a little bit and go back to the tricep. So I need you to drop one of your weights, keep one dumbbell, and grab a stability ball, and let's get moving to the next exercise. So for this one, we're going to focus now on just your triceps. So lean into your ball with one arm and use your other arm. We're going to focus on tricep exercise. Ready? And begin. So your elbow now is the height of your low back. You just use your elbow as the pivot point here. Everything else is nice and stable. You've got your stomach tight. That upper arm does not move. You keep that upper arm stable here. We're going to keep the upper arm even with the back and just pivot back and forth. There you go. So you're using your elbow as a pendulum, pivoting back and forth, focusing on your tricep here. 100% focus on the tricep. Stomach nice and tight. You've got 8 seconds left. Great job. Keep that elbow even with your low back and just go back and forth. Okay, take a little break, and we're going to shift gears to the other side real quick. And you can do this exercise with just a fist. You don't need to have dumbbells here. So take your time, focus, be where you're comfortable. Here we go. Ready, and begin. Keep that elbow the same height. Keep your focus and your balance trying to push onto that ball. Use that stability ball for balance. And if you find that you're still wobbling side to side, widen your stance a little bit. Bring that back leg out a little bit wider and you'll help with the stability here. I want you to focus on that one tricep, keeping that elbow stable, back and forth. Exhale as you push backwards. Excellent. Stay focused. We're almost there. We've got 10 seconds left. Okay, 5. There we go. Okay, our next exercise is back to shoulders. We're going to go to a front raise now. So I need you to get 2 dumbbells, preferably some light dumbbells, 3s, 5s, somewhere around there. And we're going to do this from a standing position. So there's no need for the ball next. Standing, grab both dumbbells. Here we go. Basic front raise. Ready, and begin. So knees bent, hips behind you. You're going straight up to shoulder height. I need you to really focus now. Again, what we talked about, I hate to sound like I'm beating a dead horse here, but you've got to stay in that power position, meaning your knees are pushed behind you, your hips are back, and your torso is leaning forward. Keep your stomach nice and tight here. Stay focused on what's going on. The only part of your body that should be moving now are your arms. That's it. The torso cannot be swaying back and forth. You've got to stay focused here. Shoulder height only. We've got 7 seconds left. 5. And take a break. Great job. Let's take a little longer break here. Let your arms relax a little bit. I want to focus now. If you're having trouble with tennis elbow or any issues with your elbow, do the same exercise. Just bend your elbows a little bit. Disengage that elbow. Here we go. Ready? And begin. And the other way you can take the pressure off your elbows, if you're still feeling it on the top of your elbow here, rotate your dumbbells. Rotate your dumbbells so they face each other. Your palms face each other, and that'll alter it a little bit. That's it. Stomach nice and tight. Breathing. Exhale as you lift. Remember, the exertion part of the exercise is where you're exhaling. Every repetition. Stop at shoulder height. Inhale on the way down. Exhale on the way up. Keep that torso stabilized. We've got 5 seconds left, guys. Excellent. Okay, Let's take a little break. We're going to go down to the floor next. I need you to grab 2 dumbbells. We're going to put a focus back on the triceps for lying tricep extension. So you lay flat on your back. You're going to grab 2 light dumbbells, 3s, 5s, 8s, somewhere around there. Knees are going to be bent now. Here we go. You start with the dumbbells up over your head. You're going to bend the elbow and drop above your head. Ready? And begin. So you bend the elbow, let the weight come way over the top of your head, and then extend the elbow straight. Now, just like the other exercises, from your elbow here to your shoulder does not move. That has to be stabilized there. The only thing moving should be your forearm. So you exhale as you lift and inhale on the way down. Big, deep breaths. We're really focusing on the triceps here. And you've got 2 options here. You can keep the weights together like Stacy and Ted are doing, or you can keep them shoulder width like Vivian's here. That is personal preference there. That's completely up to you. 5 seconds, and I need you way over the top of your head. 2, 1, take a break. Quick break, lay down, take a little break. You may want to stretch your triceps up over your head. 1 more set coming up. Lying tricep extension. Here we go. Ready? And begin. Now you'll get a better emphasis on your tricep here if you get way over the top of your head. So you want to push those elbows back, and when you go straight with your arm, it should be pointing backwards, not pointing straight up. So you want to finish that lockout in your arms backwards. Exhale every time you lift. Stomach nice and tight. You should feel a little bit of a pull in your abdomen here because you're stretching out your torso with that weight over your head. We're kind of killing 2 birds with 1 stone here. Stomach nice and tight. 7 seconds left. Excellent, guys. 3, 2, 1. Okay, quick break. Come on up. We're going to switch back to biceps now. So now we're going to go back to a standing position with some nice light weights. We're going to do a basic reverse curl. Okay, so from a standing position, once again, we're going to that power position to start off. Ready? And begin. So bending the elbows straight up. Keep those elbows nice and tight when you're doing this one. The elbows have to be close to your sides, and you've got that power position. So bend your knees, push your rear end behind you, and keep the elbows close. We got 15 seconds finished. Here we go. Stay with it. Exhale as you lift. That's it. And you don't need to come real high. You don't need to come all the way up and touch your shoulders. But I need you to get all the way straight now, all the way down there, without hitting your thighs once again. So your elbows should be out forward a little bit if you're hitting your thighs. And take a break. Excellent. 1 down, 1 to go. Okay, we've got 2 more exercises after this and we're finished. So stay focused, stay with me here. Here we go. Hammer curl, reverse curl. Ready? And go. Elbows stay close now. Exhale every time you lift. Big deep breaths on the way down. Exhale when you lift. And stay focused on your back, so lean into it. Don't get up real straight. A lot of people, when they do this exercise and they start to get tired, they start leaning backwards and their torso starts rocking with the weights. You've got to stabilize your core here. Keep that tight. Okay, we've got 12 seconds. Stay with me. Big deep breaths. Focus, focus, focus. 3, 2, 1. That's it. Okay, we've got 1 more weight training exercise here. It's called the hammer curl. So we're going to shift focus a little bit to the forearm, a little bit of the outer part of the bicep. So same weights. If you feel like you need to drop, it's getting closer to the end of the workout. So if you need to drop weight a little bit, feel free, or just use your fist. Here we go. Standing position, once again, the power position. Ready? And go. So you can start to your sides. Start all the way down to your sides, to the side of your thighs, and then come straight up. Same concept. Now, when you're doing these exercises, remember that from your shoulder to your elbow is stationary. That does not move. Just your elbow. Just from the elbow to the wrist is the only movement part here. Everything else is stable. Exhale as you lift. Stay focused on the task at hand here. I know you're getting tired, but we're almost there. Stay with me. You've got 8 seconds left. Stomach's got to be nice and tight, and you're in that power position, remember. Stay in that position. 3, and take a break. Quick break. We got 1 more set here. Let those arms loosen up a little bit. Shake them out. Here we go. Last set. Elbows stay tucked in. Ready, and go. Hammer curl. Exhale as you lift. Power position. You don't need to touch your shoulders up there. Just come up a little bit above 90-degree angle, and that's it. Keep a nice tight grip. The harder you squeeze those dumbbells as well, the more you can accentuate that movement. Okay, we've got 15 seconds. Stay focused here. 8. Good job. Stay with it. Stomach's got to be tight. Keep everything working together here. 3, 2, 1. That's it. Okay, our last exercise is called the arm circles. This is just designed to stretch out your arms a little bit. You're going to let your dumbbells go down. This is a standing position, but once again, it's in your power position. So you're going to start going forward. So here we go. Standing position, arms circles as large as you can. Ready, and go. So cross over. Cross those arms over. Get as far back as you can and get as far forward as you can. Stay in that power position. Look forward and look up, and don't let your back move. Keep your back nice and stable. Stomach's nice and tight. You can go at your own speed here. There's no speed involved at all. This is just to loosen up your arms. You've got 12 seconds left. But it's important that you get as far backwards and as far forward as you can. Don't just go through the motions here. Get as large as you can with this circle. 2, 1, take a break. Quick break, and then we're going to go forward. Same concept, just reverse in the direction. You're going to cross your arms over in front as well. Ready? And begin. Big, deep breaths. Full range of motion with those shoulders. We tightened everything up in the last 30 minutes. Now it's trying to loosen it up again. Big, deep breaths. Stomach tight. Center of gravity should be on your heels. We're almost there. You got 15 seconds left. Excellent. 7. Stay with it. Big shoulders. 3. And take a break. Thank you for joining us for the arm and shoulder workout. We look forward to seeing you for more.
We hope that you enjoyed your workout. For more information about Dale Benedict and the Snow Angel Fitness Series, visit snowangelfitness.com. And for more information about Coach Troy Jacobson's complete library of fitness and training DVDs, camps, and coaching services, visit coachtroy.com or call 1-888-288-0503.